Hi, Year 4. Welcome to the first of what I hope will be many home learning activities. Now, you're at home, I'm at home. Doesn't mean that learning doesn't take place. So, in one of my small rooms at home, I've got something behind me here because we're making alterations, but I've got this board behind me. And I'm going to use my board as much as possible to help you do some home learning activities. Never thought I'd ever go on the internet as a star of YouTube, but here goes. So we've asked you to make a Roman shield ready for our Roman Day on the 21st of October when we come back. We will all be ready to have our Roman Day shields ready. As you can see, I might be at home, but I'm dressed for school. My mind is on my work. In the background, maybe you can hear a soundtrack which is from Gladiator, the movie, just to get us into that kind of Roman feel. So I just want to help you in your design. I'm making my own. So what I've got here behind me is a picture of a Roman shield that I'm going to try and change and replicate. And you can't see, but one of my doggies has now entered the room. And rightly so, it's my puppy. And he's called Spartacus, who was a great Roman fighter inside the amphitheaters. This is what I'm going to try and replicate. But just remember, if you've been looking at our home learning slides, there are three different types of Roman shields that you can make. We can make the scutum, which they used in those wonderful tortoise protection in the army. We have the palmer, which is the round one, which they used to use on the horses because they were quite lightweight. And then we have the ceteris, and remember that one became the most common one after around 300 AD. Now, all you need is a piece of card. So I brought home an empty box from school, and I will lower the screen a little bit because there it is. And what I did is I had to remember that my shield has to be as much as rectangular as possible. So what I did is, with my scissors, I cut a piece off, which is here. Not great, but straight enough. Then I thought, oh, well, that's useless. Until I thought something else, because I don't have much resources, and this is quite a big piece of card. So I thought I'm going to use this as my ruler to mark the different parts of my shield. Bit like Blue Peter. Here's one I made earlier, kind of thing. If I just show you, for instance, and hopefully you'll see this, and it'll stay up. Let me just stick that up there for you. What I did is I used that extra piece of card to use as a long ruler. Hope you can see the cross. What I did there is I used it to divide my shield into four. Now that shield isn't divided into four, but there are four different parts of it, as you can see, because later on I'm going to put the design. And then I'm thinking, I don't have paint, I don't have this. Doesn't matter, because I'm going to just get my shield ready to bring back to school on Monday the 12th. And then I'm going to use the school paint to add all the different designs on there. But what I have been looking for is little bits and pieces that I could use later on. So I know, for instance, I want something in the middle. So I found, for instance, a top of a yogurt, which I can use, I can stick there. And then I've even found today the top of a milk bottle that later on I can stick on there. So that makes it look a bit more. Once I've covered and painted it, it's going to start looking like a Roman shield. So what I want you to do is find some cardboard like this, cut it down, choose which one you want. You don't have to go for the scutum design. Maybe some of you want to go for the palmer and draw a circle. But tomorrow, I'm going to try and put some of our designs on there, because if you go to our home learning slides, you'll find that the designs that you put on there are very, very important, because each design, each thing you draw has a meaning. It's a symbol. Like, for instance, if you want to put on your shield the wreath, that the emperor would wear, it actually means victory. So we have to be very careful about the designs. This is not just, oh, let's just make a shield and paint and colour it. Our shields have to be as authentic, that means real as possible, to the Roman shields with the right designs, so that basically our shields look as though they could have been used in a Roman battle. So, guys, you need to get on with things. Find some cardboard. Start cutting them out. Make sure that it is rectangular or circular or oval in shape. Decide on the shield you want to do now, and then start seeing if you've got any cardboard. If you don't have cardboard at home, maybe somebody else does. It's very difficult when you're at home and you're kind of isolating, but hopefully you'll get past that. Be creative. If not, just get a piece of paper and cut it and start designing it. We've got plenty of card back at school, got plenty of cardboard. We'll help you make your own shield when we get back to school. So there's nothing stopping you with a piece of paper to actually designing your shield each day with us. Like I said, tomorrow we'll get onto the designs and I'll teach you some of the best designs to put to make sure that anybody encountering the Romans would understand that those shields meant something to different people. That's the end of my first video link. Guys, I hope you're all doing really well at home. I hope you're all learning. Learning goes on at home as at school. Let's do it together. Let's stay in touch. And I hope just seeing my face for, 6 minutes, makes you feel a little bit more connected to St. Luke's. See you tomorrow.